This conference will now be recorded.
Okay.
Okay, I want to welcome everybody to the August 20th, 2020 virtual session via GoToMeetings of the Woodbury Town Board. At this time, I'm going to ask everybody to stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence for all those that are out there working to make our lives better. Thank you. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I think we need to do something in the future about all of us standing and all we see is our stomachs sticking out. Doing the pledge.
Frank?
Yes,
Frank? Is
Yes.
Francis on the call?
I have no idea.
I see caller 1. I don't know if that's her.
She's supposed to be.
She is supposed to be. That's why.
There's an Al Myers on, a Maria
Yes.
Hunter. And that's all I see.
There's a caller 1.
Okay.
I don't know who they are.
Okay, well, we have two people here, so I'm going to open it up for anybody who has any questions. Bob Hunter had asked me to open it up for people to ask questions on the agenda, so I'm going to go back to doing that. And since there's somebody on, does anybody, Al Myers or Maria Hunter, have something to say about what's on the agenda?
No comment, thank you.
Thank you, Maria. How about you, Mr. Meyer?
No comment. Thank you.
Thank you, Al. Okay, so we're gonna move forward. Administrative business. I need a motion and a second to accept the minutes, the 8/6/2020 Town Board meeting.
Hold on, Frank, are we doing any minutes? Are we taking minutes or it's gonna be based on a recording?
I think they're gonna go off the recording.
Okay.
I have to assume someone will do it off the recording.
The, I would say just for moderation, if Clara, if
Okay.
you could just moderate and ask each one of us our votes.
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Clara. Good idea, Jackie.
Yep.
That's why you get paid the big bucks. Okay, so I need a motion and a second, please.
I'll make the motion. Tom Burke.
Thank you, Tom.
Motion, Jackie Hernandez?
Okay, roll call, please, Clara.
Okay, Supervisor Palermo,
Yes.
Councilman Burke,
Yes.
Councilman Etzel,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hernandez.
Yes.
And Councilman Hunter.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, we need, okay, I'm gonna have a following. Somebody have a copy of the abstract number 15, because usually,
I do.
Can you read
I
it
do.
then? Do you know how?
At the end?
Yeah, you could just give us the total.
Okay, the grand total on abstract number 15 states $415,515.77.
Okay, and we'll be able to find out what the numbers of the checks are for that. I'll make a motion to accept that.
I
Do you
have the
have
check numbers, yes.
Okay, sure.
Oh, but they're not in order. Sorry, I can't.
Okay,
I
we'll
apologize.
figure it out and we'll put it into the minutes.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to accept abstract 15. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Tyler
Okay.
seconded it.
So
Clara, roll call?
Supervisor Palermo,
Yes.
Councilman Burke,
Yes.
Councilman Etzel,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hernandez,
Yes.
and Councilman Hunter.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. I need budget modifications. You have those, Clara?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Okay. So there are 3 budget modifications. The first one is for buildings and grounds, modification of an increase in A 1620.452, vehicle maintenance of $5,346, an increase to A 0599, appropriated fund balance at $5,346. The second budget modification happens to be related to the elections contractual expenditures. Increase to A 1450.400, elections contractual expense at $4,200. Increase to A 0599, appropriated fund balance at $4,200. The third budget modification has to do with the Board of Assessment Review. There was an increase to A 1470.100 for the Board of Assessment Review personal services, increase of $100. Also an increase to A 1470.400, Board of Assessment Review expenditure of $320. Increased A 0599, appropriated fund balance at $420. That's it.
Okay, I thank you, Clara. I
Okay.
need a motion and a second to accept those budget modifications.
I'll make that motion, Jackie Hernandez.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay.
Roll call.
Supervisor Palermo,
Yes.
Councilman Burke,
Yes.
Councilman Etzel,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hernandez,
Yes.
and Councilman Hunter.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go on to new business. I need a motion and a second to approve the resolution for the retention and disposition schedule for the New York local government records. Apparently, they have changed their methods, and it needs to be approved by a local government by January 2021. I have the resolution here, so be it resolved by the town board of the town of Woodbury that retention and disposition schedule for New York local government records, LGS-1, issued pursuant to Article 57-A of the Arts and Cultural Affairs Law and containing legal minimum retention periods for local government records, is hereby adopted for the use of all officers in legally disposing of valueless records listed therein. Further resolved that in accordance to Article 57-A, only those records will be disposed of that are described in retention and disposition schedule for New York local government records, LGS-1, after they have met the minimum retention periods described therein. And B, only those records will be disposed of that do not have sufficient administrative, fiscal, legal, or historical value to merit retention beyond established minimum periods. So I need a motion and a second to accept this resolution.
Discussion, Frank?
Go right ahead.
Okay, I read that and it was like it was different language to me. I couldn't really understand what exactly it was, what was changing in the schedule that required locally. I mean, I know you
Well,
read
this
that
is,
because I read it
this-
too.
Yeah, Jackie,
this is,
I looked into it this afternoon. It is a new revised schedule that's been adopted by the Arts and Cultural Affairs Agency. It's now part of the Arts and Cultural Affairs Law. So this is going to be binding upon towns, villages, counties, and so on with respect to a new schedule a new retention policy as to what villages, towns, and counties and other agencies must comply with. So, quite frankly, I don't see how the town. This is what they do. This is what they make these regulations concerning document retention, and I would just accept their expertise. This is going to be binding on local governments anyway. So as part of the legislation or as part of the program, they've asked each governing body to adopt this resolution. You're just acknowledging that there are new regulations in effect and that we're going to comply with them.
Okay, thank you, Joe. You're on
I'll
mute.
make a motion to accept.
I'll second, Tom Burke.
Okay. Supervisor Palermo, roll call.
We
You're
can't
on
hear
mute.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Burke,
Yes.
Councilman Etzel,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Hunter.
Yes.
Okay. Going on to B. I need a motion and a second to appointment of Elijah Jonas as a part-time library clerk, grade 2, at $18.7105 per hour, 19 hours or less a week. The start date of 8/22/20. Just to give you a reference, he has been what do you call, trainee. And now they're happy with what he's doing, and so now he's taking on the job full time, or taking on the actual job. He was a temp for 6 months.
I'll
So,
make that motion.
thank you. Can I get a second?
I'll second, Tom Burke.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, Supervisor Palermo,
Yes.
Councilman Burke,
Yes.
Councilman Etzel,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hernandez,
Yes.
and Councilman Hunter.
Yes.
Okay. On to C. I need a motion and a second to accept the resignation of part-time SRO Tanya Navarro, effective August 10th, 2020. I'll make that motion. I need a second.
A second. What was
Jackie,
that?
you second that?
No, I just discussion. I just wanted to know, did she state why she was resigning?
I think she said she was moving out of the area.
Correct.
All right.
So Frank, hold on, before you say anything, Jackie, this is Tom. So that brings us from 6, that's a part-time SRO?
Yes,
That's part-time, so that brings us from 6 to 5.
correct. But as I stated earlier, newly retired Sergeant Bauer is trained in being an SRO officer, and he showed an interest in wanting to do that.
Okay. So there'll be a smooth transition. That was basically the question. So thank you.
Okay, no problem.
And I second the motion.
Okay. Clara?
Okay. Supervisor Palermo,
Yes.
Councilman Burke,
Yes.
Councilman Etzel,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hernandez,
Yes.
and Councilman Hunter.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. I have one last item that, I got a message from Eileen Sutherland that says Fran has been on mute since the meeting began. So I don't know where you are, Fran, but if you know how to unmute yourself, you can come in, but we're pretty much done right now. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I want to read a statement. If I can find it. Okay. This is in regard to the part-time SRO officers. The town board supports our Woodbury Police Department 100%. We have supported Chief Watson and the school district to place 1 full-time and 6 part-time SROs in the Monroe-Woodbury School District. Currently, I have asked Councilman Burke to contact the Woodbury School District, the Monroe-Woodbury School District, to clarify the terms of the part-time SRO contract that will be addressed with the payroll responsibilities of the school district. We are hoping that this goes smoothly and that we can continue our relationship with the Monroe-Woodbury Central School District and to continue providing them with our SRO officers. With that, the department reports. Do you want to read the supervisor's report? Do you have that in front of you, Clara?
Fran,
I
are
have
you on
it.
the call?
Oh, you're here. All right, Fran. Welcome.
I've been here the whole time. Somebody
Fran-
over there had me muted.
Uh,
Okay.
Fran was caller number 1. She was the caller we didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
called actually at 7:15. Okay. This is to approve the supervisor's report for July 2020 with receipts totaling $141,725.85 and disbursements totaling $1,045,194.27.
Thank you, Francis. I need a motion and a second.
I'll make that motion.
I'll do a
I
second.
can't second. Bob seconded. All right, Clara.
I can
Oh,
do it.
Francis, you can take over. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. That's all right. She was doing an excellent job. Okay. Supervisor Palermo,
Yes.
Councilman Burke,
Yes.
Councilman Etzel,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hernandez,
Yes.
and Councilman Hunter.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I did receive the town clerk's report for July 2020, the ACO report, July of 2020, the police communications report for July 2020, the library, August 11th, 2020 minutes, and the July 2020 director's report, the Parks and Recreation, July 21st, 2020 minutes, the Parks, Buildings and Grounds, July 2020, the Beautification Committee, due to the COVID-19, they did not have a meeting this month, and the budget versus actual for July 2020. I will also make note that you can see all these reports on our town webpage. You just click to what do you call our meetings, the August meeting, I'm sorry, and all those and all these reports will be in that section. Board meeting comments. Jackie.
So I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the issues that have been residents have been addressing. One of those issues continues to be speeding in Woodbury, not only on Route 32, but also on some of the village roads. I did get in contact with Rob Weinrich to talk about what are ways that we can maybe get more signage in areas and to address. I think there's some areas that have been overgrown with foliage. So we're trying to collaborate with the village to ensure not only that we have enough signage in areas to warn people that there are areas where kids, especially with school coming up, that there's areas where kids will congregate when they go back to school, as well as reaching out to DOT to look at maybe possibly getting more signage on Route 32 to inform people that we will be doing stricter enforcement of that. The police commissioners also have met to discuss what are ways in which we can support our police department in increasing surveillance and enforcement in our neighborhoods to make sure that we have safe roads for our families in Woodbury. So that continues to be an area that I seek to work on. The other is a reminder that the pool vote will be in September 9th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the Senior Center. This poll vote will be for the amount of 4.95. Is that right? 4.95?
9 to 9.
Okay, right. The bond. How much was the bond? The bond is 4.
Oh, I'm sorry, 4.95, yes.
Right. So the bond that you would be voting on is $4.95 million. We're hoping not to use that full amount, but in case there's any increases in supplies or services, that would then cover it. So we are asking people to come out to vote, and this is your final opportunity to speak on whether you support the pool or not. And of course, we're hoping that the community comes out to support it so that we can have that pool hopefully open by next summer. And that's all my announcements for today. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Burke.
Okay, thanks, Frank. Just want to hope that just everyone and in the community. I know that we had a problem a few weeks ago. We had that terrible storm and the wind. I hope everyone is back to normal as best as possible and doing well. If not, please reach out to the town. Let us know if there's any assistance we can give. Also, just to reiterate and just to add to what Frank had just said before regarding the SROs, after we've had a lengthy discussion and with all the board members, and on behalf of them, I will be reaching out to Superintendent Rodriguez from the Monterey Woodbury School District to set up the possibility of meeting with her to discuss this partnership that we have right now with the school district and the Woodbury Police Department. I think we all feel that it's paramount that we continue. It's great for the young people in our community that we have this resource available and that we are working together. And it is our wish that we continue it. So I want to thank Frank personally, because we know that it got out to the public in a way that gave the impression that he was not in contact with them or trying to reach out. I know personally he was. We spoke about it on numerous occasions. So I want to thank him for doing that, and I just want to give everybody my word that he will do everything possible to continue with that. So with that, that's it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. Tyler. Councilman Edsel.
No, I'm good. I don't have anything this month.
Okay. Councilman Hunter.
I was driving down Ridge Road today and came across one of our patrol cars who had pulled someone over and was issuing a ticket. So that made my morning, I'll tell you. And so they are out there. There's a lot of roads to cover, and they are doing the job. So people need to call police headquarters if they see issues going on town roads or any roads. And the number is 928-2, and that will get to the dispatcher. You got to report these things instead of blabbing about them on Facebook or someplace. And get the message and they'll get out there. And that's it for now.
Thank you, Councilman Hunter. Francis.
No, I don't have anything, but thank you.
Okay. Mr. McKay.
No, I don't have anything. Thank you.
Clara, is there anything that you wanted to say out there?
I do. I just wanted to refer to Francis. Francis, we did not quote the checks, the vouchers for the abstract, and I know you have that information. in case the board wanted to hear that. I don't know. I'm just calling it
Oh,
out.
okay. Do you want to hear the numbers of the vouchers?
Yes, please.
Okay, that was for abstract 15, which included vouchers 20-1083 through 20-1159, and it totaled $415,515.77.
Thank you, Francis. We voted
You're
on,
welcome.
as you know, we voted on the total. We just didn't know the numbers of the check.
Yes, you did. I heard you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Frank, it's
Yeah.
Tom. I just want to just go back. I'm sorry I didn't mention it when I was speaking. This past week, I reached out to Eileen in the office, and we were going over. I asked her if we could go over some of the overtime expenditures, and we were, with her help, I was able to dig up some things about as far as in relationship to last year, this year, which of course would be a huge difference, but I think it should be mentioned. I wanted to mention it to everyone that the department heads and the employees of the town themselves, everyone has really made a concerted effort. Realizing the situation that we're in, that we are all, doing our due diligence when it comes to our expenses as best as possible, because I know we're going to have a rough road ahead of us. So I neglected to mention that, and I just didn't want to step off without thanking Eileen personally for all her time and effort. So thanks.
And Tom, to your point, she did send me something today that I will be reviewing so that when we get back, we can see exactly where we can work with the budget on that. So, and yes, you're right. Department heads, the spending is down, the overtime is down, and it is a cooperative effort on the employees of this town to really do what we can to help preserve our budget. Because it's going to be a tough year, I can tell you now. And we got the reports in for the hotel tax, and it's not looking good at all. In fact, it's very bleak. We took in over 300,000 last year. We budgeted 280, and to date we received $37,000. And that's not a good percentage. So I appreciate every employee in the town of Woodbury. I think we're all trying, and I say keep up the good work for everybody. I'm not going to say much on the SROs. I think it was said. I think a lot of stuff got out of hand. I think things were leaked. Not that it shouldn't have been leaked, but it was the way that it was leaked. And we've tried everything we can to work with the school, and we will continue to work with the school. And as I've said, this is one of the great things that we do in this town. But what the town won't do is put up what it doesn't need to be put up. We will be our part of the agreement. We just expect the school to do the same. And so I look forward to hearing from Tom once he meets with the superintendent and also with Joe McKay. Just one statement. I looked at who's on here, people's names and stuff. You really need to use your first and last name, or you won't be called on. It's plain and simple as that. And from there, have a wonderful Labor Day, and we will see you in September. Did they make a song like that? See you in September?
Yeah.
Mr. Supervisor, before you
We're not
adjourn,
going to sing it together, though.
before you adjourn, I realize we didn't get to attorney-client session. So after you close the meeting, if we can just stay on for 5 minutes, I think we can address it.
Okay, Clara, can you shut everybody else off? We'll take them off.
Oh, hi.
Okay.
Motion
Can
to
you hear me?
adjourn?
Hello?
Is someone, Sandra?
Hold
Yes,
on.
hi. I didn't know how this works, so I just I've been meaning to do this every month and I always forget. So I live here and I don't know, is this like, do you have an open mic kind of thing where people can go and discuss issues, or How
what
does
I
this
do,
work?
Sandra, is, this is a business meeting. So what we
Okay.
try to do is stick to the business. So if you have a question on what's on the agenda, we ask you to ask it. It's not a
Well, I don't even
problem.
have the agenda. I'm sorry.
Okay, but we
I
do.
just get an email telling me there's a meeting, go to this thing, and so here I am. But that's all
Okay,
I get.
no problem. Sandra, what's your last
Hello,
name, Sandra?
Santana. And it's
Okay,
Sandra, by the way. Sorry.
Sandra. Okay.
Thanks.
So anyway, we do usually post it on our webpage, along with everything that's going to be on. And if you have something reasonable, I'm a reasonable person. You're more than welcome to ask it. But we try to
Like
keep it.
now?
Yeah, you can. You can ask me a question tonight. Why
Oh, it's
not?
just
I'm in a good
okay.
mood.
Gee, thanks, Frank. Okay, so this is basically, I just have an issue with the noise, or not an issue. I want to know about the noise ordinance, and I have to say, whoever was in the building department sent me an email, and I looked it up, and I basically studied it. It was fabulous, and I really am thankful, but I don't remember her name. So, bottom line is that we have neighbors. I live in Strawtown Farms, which is at the very end of that whole Timber Road, Timber Ridge, Timber something or other. And so
Okay.
I'm way at the end. So Jones Street is right behind us. And so we have these neighbors that have no concept of noise levels and what people do, like when they live in close proximity. And so bottom line is that now we hear them almost every day. And music and the screaming goes from like 10 sometimes till 10 or 1 till 8, constantly all day. We already opened up a case with the police department, but I'm just trying to figure how something can be done. Because, we're all cooped up and we're here like 24/7 and we can't really go out and enjoy our decks, you know?
No, listen, I understand exactly what you're saying. I know that the noise ordinance, if I'm not mistaken, in this town is somewhere like during the weekdays, 7 to, I think, 8, something like that. I don't know the exact, because it's a village ordinance, not the town's ordinance.
Oh, there's a
You-
difference. Okay.
Yes, you can complain to the building department like you did. It would be the police department that would go over there if they're making an abundance of noise. I know that there's some kind of decibel reading, but
Yeah, except they don't even have a gun. The decibel gun, they all
exactly,
laugh about it. They're like,
exactly.
what? Yeah, it should be somewhere in some closet, but who knows? So
So
there's
like I said,
that.
it's not our ordinance, so no, what the police probably aren't equipped with it. But I can have a talk with the chief, and they can have a talk with those people. But
They have
okay, and
several times.
aside from that, if they're staying within the time frames, there isn't much we can do. If they're doing it during the evenings after 8 o'clock at night, and you call
Well,
the police.
I'm sorry, the decibel ordinance actually, if you look at the actual ordinance and the codes or whatever, however it's described, there are different levels for different parts of the day. So my understanding is that the building department actually deals with building noise issues,
Yes,
and
correct.
then the police department is supposed to deal with quality of life issues, which basically means if you want to sit on your deck and read a book, you shouldn't have to listen to loud noise. And they have a pool and it's awesome. The kids enjoy it. But come on, 20, like 4 days out of the week and all day long, it's a little unnerving. And again, if this were not the pandemic and we weren't all at home with the, having to do something to go outdoors, we'd probably be like, oh, well, whatever. But considering I'm home 24/7 almost, except for going to the market and doing my little things, yeah, it's basically like either I'm going to be drinking a whole lot or bringing them booze at this point,
Well, Sandra, what you can do is contact Clara, who's on here, at
Clara, yes.
928-7578. Her extension is 1242. Why not? Because I'm on vacation, to be honest with you, and I'll be
Oh,
back
how
next week.
convenient, Frank. Thank you.
I know. I love this go-to meeting, But when I get back, if you leave your address, I will stop by to see and meet with you. And if possible, I will go up there and have a talk with them.
Okay, and you know what? I'm actually going to get I have a contact person. I don't need your personal info, but I am going to get a contact person. So when they're in the midst of it, I'm calling you and you're going to come and you're
Not a
going to hear
problem.
this. How's that?
Sandra,
All righty
it'll be
then.
my pleasure. Just wait until, just do me a
Well,
favor.
I
Wait.
really appreciate it, Frank.
No
Sandra,
problem. Just do me a
Sandra?
favor and wait till the
Okay.
24th, please, because that's when I'll be home. Okay?
When
Sandra,
It's been a pleasure,
when you'll be
Sandra.
back.
Sandra, it's
Thank
been a
you so
pleasure talking
much.
to you. You're welcome.
It's
Sandra?
lovely. Thank you so much.
Councilman Hunter
You're
there?
welcome. So with that,
Bye.
we're going to go into attorney-client. So
Bob, was Bob saying something?
Bob,
now?
were you going to say something?
Just a suggestion for Sandra. If she has a smartphone,
Yes.
you can get a decibel meter
Well, it's supposed to be smart.
and using that meter to make a recording, and you can save it and present it to the police or whoever. And they can,
Oh, okay. So
and if it goes
I
over
can
20
actually download a decibel meter on my phone.
that's
Yes.
right. It's an
Oh, wow. Amazing. Fabulous. Okay, I'll do that.
good.
Okay,
And that'll
Sandra, thank you.
Thank
be a
you so
permanent
much.
recording for you.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. All right, I need you to cut everybody else
I'm
out.
going
Oh, wait,
We,
first,
we gotta make a
Right.
motion to adjourn, right?
yes,
Thank
I'll make
you.
that-
Yes.
I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm gonna make a motion that we go into an attorney-client session.